What's up, everyone? As you can see, I am finally back on the ZX10. I took the battery out after I went riding last time on the R6, put it on the charger for quite a while, and then I left. I just realized it was probably hard to hear me because the visor wasn't fully shut, but I left for my vacation. When I came back, I hooked it back up and made sure everything worked, and here we are. We just had a thunderstorm like a half hour ago, an hour ago at most, so I thought for a second I wasn't going to get to go riding tonight, but luckily it passed pretty quick. Already getting tailgated, that's cool. But yeah, I did a little lap around my neighborhood just to make sure everything seems good, which so far it does. Man, this is off to a great start. Yeah, so far everything seems good. Like I said, I'm a little bit nervous about it, but it'll wear off eventually. The bike sounds amazing. I miss that sound a lot, but it's good to be back. I know you guys were commenting a lot that you wanted to see it again, or hoping for me to get back on it. Sorry it took so long, but I'm finally doing it. I took, right before I went riding, I finally took an angle grinder to my R6, and I cut off my foot peg. I don't know if you guys remember, but the right side foot peg was broken, so I had to angle grind the little pin holding it on, and I finally put a new one on there, so now I have a full peg again, which is nice. That was actually my first time using an angle grinder. They're not very user-friendly. You get shot with sparks all the time, but got the job done. I had something else planned for right now, but I don't have enough videos uploaded to keep the one a week for a while, and I'm leaving for combatives training in a couple of days, so I'm obviously not going to be able to ride during that. But I signed up for an Army combatives class, which is like a week. It's basically just learning how to take people down, stuff like that. So that should be fun. I'm excited to do that. Just add it to the list of training I have. It's always nice to add more onto that. So I'm not 100% sure how much gas I have, because of the way this tank is designed. You can really only see your gas level if it's like above 75%, because of the way it like cuts in. So I'm not sure how much I have. Hopefully it's at least half a tank, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to pay attention for the gas light. What is that? It looks like a knee pad for like construction and stuff like that. I want to sit in neutral here at this light because the clutch is kind of a little tight. I don't want to sit here and hold it, but this bike, the RPMs drop so low when I go in neutral and just sit there idling. Like, it sounds like it's gonna stall out or something, and I don't know why. I saw something saying that like that could be by design to be more like eco-friendly and stuff when you're idling, but I don't know if that's the case or not. I am wearing long sleeves as some protection at least. Just in case. Because it's like, I'm not wearing gear because it's over 80 degrees. Like, I cut the grass earlier today in a tank top, and I was still pretty much dripping sweat when I was done. So it's pretty hot out today, and the humidity from all the rain doesn't help. I like these mirrors so much better than my R6 mirrors because they actually stay put, and they give me a good view. The stock R6 mirrors were good, like they stay put, but the ones I have on are trash. Feels good to be back on the leader bike though. 23,000 miles, almost 23 and a half. Good bit, but planning on taking good care of it and making it last a while, hopefully. I noticed my channel growth immediately slowed down once I quit posting shorts and stuff. I've been around the same number of subscribers for the past couple weeks, but now that I don't have Instagram, I don't really have somewhere to like get the audios like I usually did for them. So I haven't been making any, which really hurts the channel. But it's whatever, I guess. I've noticed a lot of the same names are still in the comments and everything like that, which I very much appreciate. I'm glad you guys are sticking around. My watch hours have also plummeted because I've only been posting like once a week. I've been super busy and stuff, and I will be for another 2 weeks, but they've dropped a couple hundred hours, so I'm really far from getting monetized on YouTube. So like, I don't know if you guys ever get ads on my videos or not, because I'm not in control of that. I don't set if there's any ads on there or not, because my channel's not monetized. So I don't know if you guys get videos or not, but if you do, like, none of that goes to me, and that wasn't my choice. I didn't put that there. So I just wanted to put that out there, just in case you guys do get them. I'm not sure. But those ads are not for me. It's not good. I still haven't gotten a big enough of a opening yet to feel the difference between the R6 and this again. There's too much traffic for the first little bit. And I'm not going to ride like a jackass, so. I did time this kind of poorly, because like when I'm on my way back, I'm definitely going to get blinded. I did forget how loud this bike is. It's definitely louder than the R6. I'm going to turn around on the right side this time. I'll show you what I mean about the whole idle and neutral thing. Then I'll wrap this one up and do one on the way home. Go right here. See, just immediately dropped way down. So, not sure what that's about, but I don't think it's a problem. Hopefully not. But yeah, I figured I'd see the ex-wife real quick, and then I'll start one on the way home. Hopefully that ride goes smoothly like this one, and I get back safely with no issues. Fingers crossed. But I'm glad to be back on the 10. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.